Hello everyone, today's video is a continuation of the ink color swatches. This is part 3 and I have 10 more polishes here to show you. The first one is Valentine Crush number 178. This is a glitter polish with, actually it's a golden, maybe with some gold and some pink micro shimmer in it. And while it's not completely opaque in 2 coats, you could probably get away with 3 to get a nice finish to it. And it's quite nice. The next 2 that might be close to this as far as comparison goes, we have Rated Red and Iconic. I would say that the Iconic and the Rated Red, I'll show you those 2 first. They're the closest as far as quite similar. The difference, however, is this is Iconic and it has larger glitter pieces in it. It doesn't have the micro shimmer. Well, it does, but it has the addition of the larger glitter pieces in them. So while they are similar in color tone, the finishes as far as the glitters make this a different polish. And next to Valentine Crush, next to Rated Red, you can definitely see the difference between the pink undertone and a more reddish undertone. Again, rated. Let me get the dog hair off the sample here. You can quite clearly see the difference there. And again, the Rated Red also has larger glitter pieces in them. So moving on, we have Dysfunctional. This is number 158. This is a green frost. And I will say that I did not like the formula on this. It's quite thin, even after I shook it and shook it and shook it and shook it some more. It did not. It was very frustrating to apply this. You can see where it kind of pooled around the bottom there, and so not my favorite application of all the ink polishes. For the most part, they apply quite nicely. Also not 100% opaque in 2 coats, but because of the frosty finish, you might be able to get away with 2. And as compared to, say, the other green, the type greens that I have, let's say Lime Sorbet, which is my cream, you can see that the Dysfunctional is more of an emerald green instead of a yellow green. And then we have next to the teal green, which is Calypso. So there you have the comparison between the 2. And next one up is number 7. This is Ravishing. This is a pretty kind of purpley pink with a micro shimmer in it. And let's see, the shimmer in this, it's very, very fine. It actually almost leans towards a frost. Not as frosty as, say, Dysfunctional, as you can see there, but there's a definite hint to it in the base. But application on this was flawless in 2 coats. It went on quite nicely. I've worn this once before and didn't have any problems with it, so I can vouch for. And it's a beautiful color. I would say it's sort of close, maybe a lighter version of IBD's Indian Sari. Not quite as shimmery, though, as that particular polish, and not quite as dark. The next one up is Diamond Snow. This is number 74. This is one of my absolute favorite toppers. This is a clear gel that is just jam-packed with this golden shimmer. And I've used this as a topper on several of my manicures, and it really is gorgeous. That golden shimmer just, you know, kind of makes everything extra special. So again, that's Diamond Snow. I would have thought with a name like Diamond Snow it would be more silvery, but I'm not complaining because it's such a beautiful color. Next up is Stiletto Red, number 164. First of all, no, I know how to spell. They actually misspelled it on their label, so that's how I put it on the swatch stick. I'm going to spell it the way it's on their label. And it's not really a red. As you can see here, compared to the label, it's not even close. First of all, it's a frost. It looks like it would be a cream in the bottle. It is a frost. And this is more of a coppery color. This is not really a red. Not even close. Again, this is one of those that I had to shake up quite a bit. But once you get it all incorporated, it is a nice fall frost. Coppery frost. Very pretty. So that's Stiletto Red. Now I'm going to go ahead and set up my next 5, and I will be right back. Alright, we have our next 5 set up here, and we'll get right to it. This is Dollface, number 54. Now the label shows this as kind of a true pink, and it almost looks like it's a cream. And again, it's not. It's a shimmer, and it's leans more to a peachy pink than a pink pink. And I'll show you the difference here. Here against the skin, this is what it looks like. This is I would classify this as a shimmer, but again, it's one of those that kind of goes over to the frost side a little bit as well. But compared to Lust, which is my pink frost, you will see the difference here as far as the tone, and I'm trying to pick up that kind of peachy undertone. And you'll see that Lust, this is Lust, is definitely a frost. And Dollface has more of that micro shimmer in it. And next up is number 76. This is In the Tropics. This is a cream, yellow-leaning green. It is quite a nice green. I know that the yellow-leaning polishes don't really tend, at least for me, they don't seem to go with my skin, but for some reason I like this color. It's like a khaki green. And completely opaque in 2 coats, and it applied quite nicely to the swatch stick next to, say, Lime Sorbet. To me, this is simply, it's almost as if they just whitened up in the Tropics for Lime Sorbet, as you can see here. And as opposed to, say, going up next to Edgy Finish, you can definitely see the yellow in the Tropics as opposed to a green base, or blue base, I should say. So there is In the Tropics. We have next up is Rockin' Red, number 1. And that's why I have a lot of colors that have either red labels or red in their name, is because I'm thinking I'm getting a red color when I order it, and I end up with something that's more of a pink undertone. This is not really a red, in my opinion. It's a beautiful shimmer polish, but it definitely is a pink undertone and not a red undertone. I'm not sure if you can see that against the white there. But again, that's number 1, Rockin' Red. The next one is number 109, and this is Crystallina. This is a clear base with a holographic glitter in it, your basic holographic glitter. It is quite nice and would make a beautiful topper. And again, this is 2 coats on the swatch stick, so it's not real dense. It looks like it is when you get it out of the bottle on the brush, but this would take several coats to completely cover a nail with that glitter. Or you could use the sponge method, which I've seen works fantastic for glitter polishes and getting more of your glitter on your nail than polish. Next one is Torch, number 132. This is a gorgeous red glitter polish. It has a golden shimmer in it, and it is a micro shimmer. It's really a beautiful, beautiful red. And unfortunately in the video it seems to be coming across more as a pink red or pinky, but it is a red. And I don't know if you'll be able to see next to Rockin' Red the difference in the undertones here. So it's actually better against the red, the white. You can see more of the difference there between the two, the undertones. So there is the final 10 as far as regular finishes. Now I do have my next ones are going to be what's left over in my collection, which is the chunky glitters that I have, and I'll be showing those next. I think I might have about 7 or 8 of those, and that will be the conclusion for the inks, and then I'll move on to probably my IBDs will be the next up in the series. So once again, if you have any comments or questions for me, leave them down at the bottom for me. And until next time, I will see you later.